Hi, hello everyone. Welcome again to the new episode. I hope today, after so now some time has gone by, I hope lots of you have started activating most of your chakras and trying to get in line with yourself, understanding you better, and also feeling much better. And definitely, I'm sure there must be lots of people who has overcome some sort of their sufferance, if I can say so, because as mentioned all the time, this life is meant or is only sufferance. Don't forget that. So we have to look at means how to overcome that sufferance. And to overcome that sufferance is what, basically it's what I am looking for. The more I have desires, the more my sufferance is there. The lesser the desires, the lesser sufferance I am going through. But there are so many types of different sufferances that are also in our lives. Something that we don't wish is there. So these are the things that you have to do to let go of sufferance is by coming to the very meditative state after having practiced the breathing techniques, the opening of the chakras, the control of the chakras, the elevating or the arising or igniting the Kundalini energy that is within all of us. Animals too have it. And also the purpose of liberating the soul from this cycle, which there is a word that they call it samsara, is going into a circle, taking birth, going through the cycle of life, again coming back with the sufferance, again starting again. So it's like a whirlpool. You start and you go up and then you come down again. So it's all a very vicious circle. Now there is something what they call also the karma, which some people might not believe, or some people doesn't believe at all, or some people would believe, but it's very much present in our life. If we look on a like on our life, you will see how many things or everything that we're living is very much karmic. Whatever I throw good will go into like a boomerang, come back to me as a good. If I do bad, it will not come back to me now, but it will take some time, but it will affect my life somewhere in the process. So these are the things that we have to try and eliminate. The karma, if I say, we can eliminate this by living very much in this life itself. And how to eliminate that again is by elevating the spiritual body to the level of consciousness, which is called the super consciousness or the macro consciousness level. Once it gets to that level of consciousness, on its own, you will feel your body is acting on this planet but completely detached with this planet at the same time. So lots of things which you will do, you don't have to think, you don't have to work out, you don't have to push it. On its own, automatically, this whole thing will become like like a process that you are acting there, but there is your intention, because your mind is no more you. It has already changed. It has become very big. It's very simple to understand that. If I take a glass of water in my hand and I tell you where is the water, you will tell me this is the water in the glass. The same thing, I go and tell you I go in the lake and I tell you how much water is there. So you would tell me the size of the lake. And the same thing, I throw you in an ocean. I tell you how much water is there. You cannot tell me where is the beginning of it and where it will end. So our consciousness is basically like the glass of water, the lake of water, or the ocean. It depends in which one you are. So right now, most people who start on this path find themselves in a glass of water, like in a glass, which is contained in something. The time grows, you grow, you become the lake. But the day you become the ocean, that time you will understand that there will be nothing else that can penetrate you, because you are like the universe. I am the universe. So what can penetrate me? Then there is nothing that is negative that can come through you. You will become totally and totally um, neutral, if I can say so. So whichever action you do, it cannot even become a negative action, because the purity is there. You have already become pure. So something which is pure, it cannot, absorb thing which is bad, because it is 100% pure now. Before, the mind could be very different. It could have had lots of impurities. So it is thinking like in the glass of water. If I take, for example, a pot of ink and I throw it in the glass of water, you would tell me, okay, there is no more water. It has become black, for instance, or blue. I don't know what color the ink is. So the glass of water becomes totally the color of the ink. So water and ink mix now. It has become that. You would tell me this is ink. You would not even tell me this is water. I take the same pot of ink and I throw it in the lake. It can make a portion of the lake become a certain color for a certain time. But the same pot of ink, if I throw it in the ocean, in fraction of a second, it will disappear. You would not even know where the ink is. So our mind, when it's grown to that level, when everything, all the chakras are open, all our consciousness has overgrown from this small consciousness to wherever consciousness we have, and has become the super consciousness, our mind becomes just like that. It cannot absorb impurity. Even you put it there, someone will tell you to do a bad action, or you want to do a bad action, it will only last very, very little time. Even if someone tries to tell you something negative about yourself, for example, where he said, oh, you remember before you did this thing to me and you were a bad person, for example, that can make you feel uncomfortable, but for a very little time. It can last on you for maybe half an hour, or okay, let's not put half an hour, let's put it half a day. But then the consciousness clears up. But the same you, had you not been going through the process of opening all the chakras, this would have been on you for maybe months, maybe years, because, oh, my best friend is telling me this, or my brother or my sister, my mother told me I'm a naughty person. I am someone who is very negative. So what happens is, this starts hurting the person and takes time to clear. So you become very bad terms with that person. So you will not try to communicate with him. You stop speaking to him. Then it becomes in a way that it takes time to digest in the system. But the same you have gone through the opening of all the chakras. You become like the super consciousness. This, I can tell you, you're a very, very naughty person, or you're a very terrible person. It will take you, like I said, maximum half a day to accept, digest, and throw it away. You'll forget about it. And don't forget, in our lives, especially those who are going through this spiritual path, you will notice one very good thing, or very positive thing. Everything which you will do on a negative front, like let's say I was angry, or someone was angry with me, all this gets cleared very fast and very quickly. You don't keep it within yourself, because there is no space. You are the ocean, you are the universe. So it makes no difference that ink in the glass and the same ink in the ocean, that's where the difference lies. So now I'm throwing the ink in the ocean. So maybe 1-2 hours it will be there, finished, gone. So this is called the process of growing out of the small consciousness, which is called micro consciousness, and growing into the super consciousness. And also, when you will go through this process of spirituality, as I just said, you have to pardon or excuse everyone who was behind you, who did good, who did bad, whatever bad things someone did, you should try to excuse them. Only then you will grow faster. But if you hold a grudge and you say, no, this guy is still very bad with me, it will be like, I'm wanting to walk towards a path, but in the same time I have in my feet, I have tied very big weights like lead, and I'm trying to go over there. It will take me much more time to go over there because my legs have big balls of lead. So I'm dragging something with me. At the same time, I want to go through a positive path. It's going to take a lot of time. So the best thing is you should breathe and pardon. Breathe, think of the person, say, let go. So each time you will do this, the next time you will take the next breath, you will feel that thing is going out. So everything which is in the past that has happened has to be detached from you. Only then the spiritual path gets much faster as well. So even better, if you know of someone or people around you who you feel you brought harm to them, it's the best thing you pick up the phone or you call them, I don't know what, or you meet them and tell, I think, listen to me, even you were right or wrong, doesn't matter. But if there was a fight or there was something wrong there, you go first and say, I'm sorry. This is where you're testing yourself for the ego. The day you are telling him this with the open heart, it means that you have overcome the ego within yourself. But if you go and tell it because you have to do it now, it's not the same thing. Now, because I'm telling you this, that you have to let go of the past and grow, and you feel like, okay, I pick up the phone and tell, hello, Alan, I did this to you last time, I'm sorry. Tak, it's over. This is not what I'm looking for. We have to have this coming from the heart. The day the heart chakra is open, you will feel the oneness. Everything is within you. That time you start feeling, okay, I must have heard so and so. Then you will feel like calling. So it is a normal mechanism. But remember very well, the more you let go of the past, the faster you will grow into the spiritual field and be taken much higher and faster in the super consciousness state. So this is what this karmic life is all about. Those who doesn't understand what is the karmic life, you can sit and have an analysis done from the time you have the good consciousness of yourself till today, and till the time you've understood what you're doing now. You will understand what I'm trying to speak about the karmic life. It's all about a process, ongoing process of everything that is within and around you. So you will see if, okay, I think we will discuss this whole karmic thing in some other episode. Right now, let us try to focus on letting go of everything that is in the past. Everything that is done wrong or good, or I don't know, it could be both sides. Someone told me something wrong, or I said something wrong to someone. So it could be both sides. Now it is the way that you interpreting it. If I am interpreting in the way that this person told me that, and then it went wrong within myself, then I don't know how to, you don't know how to communicate. It doesn't matter. Even it was wrongly communicated to you, where that person is feeling hurt, it doesn't matter. You try to eliminate that bit there and try to tell that person I am sorry. But not only by words, but by the opening of the chakra. And don't try to do it when you're not ready. Listen to me. Do it the day you feel that it's coming on its own. Now I feel that readiness to do it, then you do it. Not for the sake of saying, okay, I'm just saying sorry and then I go forward. No. You say this only the time when the heart chakra is fully ready. And that time you will know you are ready. You will know when you see animals trying to be more sympathetic towards you, or you feel, that oneness with the nature. You feel oneness with the tree. You feel everything is you. The day you start feeling everything is you, the time it's ready. But it will keep coming gradually, slowly, slowly within yourself, how this thing grows. It's a personal, very personal feeling to understand. Let's say if you started 3 months back and now you're already on the third month, you will understand how much change has come within yourself. But unfortunately, there is very less people who try to communicate on the comments or group. Otherwise, I would explain them on a personal basis how this also works. Okay, that's gonna be all for this episode. Thank you very much, and you keep doing what you have to do until you will feel better and better, and practice more and more, more and more. The more you practice, the easier it will become for you to have that liberation of the soul. Thank you very much for now. Take care and have a nice time. Thank you.